of us who have accepted and embraced that olive branch, listen what he says. He says, God has given us the ministry of reconciliation. He's reconciled us to himself, and those who has embraced that reconciliation, we have now been given something. We have been given the ministry of reconciliation. That word ministry is an interesting word. That word ministry in the Greek is the same word we get service, or the word that we get deacon from. But it implies something even more than that in the context of this phrase. It implies that he has appointed us to an office. It implies being appointed to an office that has the responsibility of accomplishing a task. That when you and I got born again, you were appointed to the ministry, the service, the task of reconciliation. It doesn't matter whether you got a title in this church or not. It doesn't matter whether or not on your job you got a title. Maybe you're one of those persons, you work and kind of live in kind of insecurity, not insecurity, but I lost the word. I can't come up with a word. But nobody knows who you are. It doesn't matter. God says you've been appointed. God says he's placed you in an office. And that office that you and I hold is the office that is responsible for the task of reconciliation, bringing reconciliation and the message of reconciliation to the lost. This is the primary mission of the church. This is why we're here. This is why when you got born again, God didn't supernaturally snatch you up into heaven. Because he has appointed you. He's appointed me. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you got work to do. Oh, now see, y'all ain't working with me now. So y'all ain't working with me. You're being stiff. You're being religious. All right, let's try this one more time. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, you got work to do. All right. You got work to do. Listen. This service, this office, this accountability to perform a task of reconciliation. This is the primary focus and mission of the church. Reaching your world for Christ. The vision that God has given Gary and Kathy for this house. It reflects that primary mission of the church. Turn back the clock 2,000 years ago. Here's Jesus. He's with his 11 disciples because Judas has hung himself. This is post-resurrection. And there at the end of Matthew 28, Jesus says to them, all right, I'm about to bounce up out of here. And here's what I need you to do. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go and make disciples. I need you to go. Jesus is entrusting into the hands of 11 men who just a few days earlier were hiding out when he got arrested and crucified. And Jesus is saying to them, I'm giving to you, I'm appointing you into the office of reconciliation. I'm requiring you to go and make disciples, to go. Now, Pastor Pete is here. He's an English major. He's helped me out. He's helped me to understand this. I'm not good at conjugating verbs all the time. I told you I'm not really educated. I never even really graduated high school. They just kind of kicked me out and gave me a diploma, so I couldn't come back. So, but the best I can figure out, that word go, It's a verb, and kind of verbs imply actions, so that go is not like a static thing. Go is not like a passive phrase. Go implies initiative. Go implies energy. Go implies progression. Go implies pursuing. He said, go and make disciples. Go and reconcile lost men and women to myself and teach them how to be disciplined followers of me. Go. That is the commandment of the church. Go. If you're going to reach your world for Christ, you have to go. It's not just that you come to church, you got to go.